Hey, welcome back, everyone, to Legaia Reforged. Uh, man, what did we do last week? Let's see. I said I was ready, and then I was like still opening stuff. Session 65. That's right, and An Angel of Death. Which ran from September 12th to September 16th in game. 1025. The year of our Saru. The red shirts score a resounding victory against the angelic monstrosity. Immediately, tensions start to flare among the townsfolk, but Bree shuts it down. Sid, flying the now functional Weatherlight, lands nearby and offers to take the team wherever they need to go. Thrain sends a letter and a small shipment of iron ahead of payment with the red shirts bound for the town of Idleshire. Sid gives some information to Thrain's people so that they might be able to mine, transport, and work Zenithite for anti-mist purposes should it return. The party talks with Arola Simar, who is back to being the luminary of the Ceruvians. They transport teams of people to Suncrest Junction to get the cableway back in operation, have a terse conversation with Dohati of the Suncrest Biron monks, find survivors in Suncrest Junction, and transport them back to New Iron Peak. With everything wrapped up in this area, they set off in the Weatherlight, piloted by Sid, into the sky and toward Idleshire. Stopping halfway for the night, Sid confides in the party that she is from the Zenithos Dominion, and that she left because she didn't agree with things that were going on there. She also says that she thinks that the Dominion may be responsible for the creation of the mist. So how about that? No, you're breathtaking. Oh. Two different tracks started up at the same time.
That happened last time too.
Yeah, it was like I started this last time. I wasn't sure what happened, but I definitely only started one track and two tracks from two different lists started. Anyway, you are there. Is there anything else you want to talk about with Sid or amongst yourselves as you camp out in the mist-free great outdoors next to the Floose River, north of Idleshire?
So Sid.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is it just a hunch that you have that your people were behind the mist, or do you happen to know specifics?
Well, I don't have anything solid, but I'll tell you what I know. 20 years ago, some work was being done on a weapon of war, some kind of chemical warfare. They were trying to develop a new kind of weapon. The Zenithos Dominion was at war with the Eternal Empire, the Elven Empire. And it was somewhat of a stalemate. They're pretty evenly matched. Elven Empire was playing more defense, and they're good at that. I didn't really want anything to do with this chemical weapon. I knew some people that were more involved in the project, and we came to some disagreements, and I just decided that I would leave. They weren't very happy about that. I actually had to. It was less leave and more escape. but I was, I set a bunch of traps at my lab, and I kind of baited them in. And when they were distracted, I took off. They weren't able to scramble their air, offense to catch up with me in time.
Interesting.
But then shortly after, wasn't too long after that. There's, you hear things. There's been some kind of council being called for the Ceruvians. Bunch of basically all the Ceruvian prophets were invited to Xanathos Dominion for this council meeting. Next thing we know, there's a word that Ceruvian prophets are going missing. Then maybe there was some kind of ambush. Some more time passes, and all of a sudden we're getting word that there's this mist spreading everywhere, causing chaos. And then next thing I know, it's, within sight, and I'm flying as fast as I can to try to get away from it, and end up basically crash landing in New Iron Peak.
Well, probably a good spot for you to end up, considering everything that happened with the mist, and that New Iron Peak was able to survive for the past 20 years.
It's true, I am a genius.
And so humble.
Humble never got me anything. But it's so I think they had something to do with it. If I had tried, maybe I could have gotten a hold of them, but I definitely didn't want to call any attention to myself.
Who knows? Maybe if you tried, you wouldn't have made it out.
Yeah, not likely. I didn't have anywhere to go, so I didn't want them finding us up there.
Well, now you're able to do some traveling, at least, to Idyllshire, and you can see Backingnaw. We'd love to show you where we're from.
Yeah, I'm very interested. Can't imagine what a Yosoki town even looks like.
Well, if it gives you any indication, most of the homes are in a place called the Warren.
Sure. Underground, I take it?
Yep.
Yeah. I can do underground. I am half dwarf, after all. I didn't, I didn't grow up in Kazrindar Union or anything like that, but it doesn't bother me.
We also don't have many tall buildings. We're not we don't build up usually.
Well, that's fine. I'm not very tall myself. Although I may still have to duck.
You're welcome to stay at my place. I think you'd like it. It's a blacksmith shop, but it's got some inventing, workbenches as well.
Sounds like home. I appreciate the offer. I will take you up on that. Are you all excited to get back home?
Oh,
yeah, it's certainly been a
very
while.
much so.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, you get to see, I don't know. I actually am kind of bad at guessing your ages, but you have significant others, children, family?
Yeah, family.
My parents are there. Kaduka is my brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see the family resemblance.
I'm like,
I suppose.
I imagine I'm in the full getup, the gear. I'm you can't see. Right.
Just a nose sticking out of some leaves.
Yeah.
Isn't Thresh related to them too?
Thresh is our cousin.
Yes, cousins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, it's very nice. Very nice. Yes. Um, yeah, excited.
Hmm.
Always kind of like the ocean, too. Xanatos Dominion is somewhat of an island nation.
Yeah. Well, it's not far off the coast. Though thinking about it now, our expeditions would have probably bore a lot more fruit had we a flying ship like this.
It's very useful.
The only problem would be is if the fog came in too quickly, we would have had to abandon it because we wouldn't be able to fly it back over.
Yes. I'm little. I have to say, I'm a little apprehensive about venturing too far over the mist. The mist is it's tricky. It's think you're safe. We'll see. We'll see how far I can actually go out before it starts getting screwy.
Well,
How-
we don't want you to put the ship or yourself in danger, so
I appreciate that.
we'll err on the side of caution.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to chauffeuring you around and getting you where you need to go to maybe end this nightmare that we're all living in.
Yeah, we appreciate your help. I mean, it's been tough on the knees.
No doubt.
As long as we can get down to Idleshire first and let them know that we're alive from our expedition and pick up Spud.
Spud? Who's Spud?
Our steadfast bag carrier.
Oh, you're gonna love him.
He's an ass.
All right, I like him already.
He never flinches in the sight of danger.
Are we talking about the humanoid?
No, he's a donkey.
He's
He's
a donkey.
literally an ass.
I get it. Yeah, it's clever.
I was going to leave it as ambiguous as possible for as long as I could. I'm sure he's doing great and probably doesn't even notice that we've been gone at all.
I'm sure Reika's taking a very good care of him. Renka. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
used to drop out Reika.
We were on kind of a little bit of a quest for somebody there, weren't we? Like, because we were trying to get, to Brambleford. That was a specific thing they had
Well-
asked us to do.
Well, we went through there to try to find Ash.
Mm.
Yeah. And we did find out. But
Well,
still,
a shadow of Ash for the
Yeah.
most part.
Which is still out there, right? Like, we managed
Correct.
to encounter and then, like, get away without just fighting them and harming them.
and from what we saw when we awoke the Genesis tree next to New Iron Peak, there were people who had been wearing things that came back to themselves, right? Or could we not determine that?
You mean at Suncrest Junction?
Yeah.
Yeah. You believe that kind of what you gathered is that people that were possessed by Saru, once the mist went away, woke up and seemed to be fine.
So we might
Hmm.
we might be able to save Ash yet. We just gotta be able to get to Grainhaven, which might still not be possible. Who knows how many trees we have to clear before we can do that one.
That begs the question, is that the first time we've ever pulled somebody that is attached to a Saru out of the mist? Or could maybe if they're savable, be related to how invasive the Saru is? Like a specific one if it's more invasive than others on how it interfaces?
You could be right. I mean, it may not be, consistent across the board. Maybe it could be, a matter of time, or like you said, how tenacious any given Saru might be. Who knows if you have to, like, actually, if the Genesis Tree awakening is what did it, or if it was just the lack of the mist.
Oh, like a purifying wave in proximity.
Yeah, exactly. It might not actually be a good idea to just drag them out of the mist. They might still just be like, full of the wires and stuff.
When we fought the lightning wielder, he never left the mist, did he?
Did not.
Okay. Because yeah, we had to go in the mist to find him. Or accidentally find ourselves in the mist. I think at the time we hadn't quite became immune to certain effects, so it was still terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, I actually, now that I think about it, I think you guys did that all. Actually, you went on an expedition when the mist had pulled back to find him, and found him outside
Yeah, because
of
we
the mist.
lured him out.
However, as you kind of, discovered, he was a spirit that was piloting a dead body that
Yeah, he was
had
an odd
been
one
possessed. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was kind of a big difference.
Because at first it seemed like he was infected or just controlling the Saru, and then attacks made it noticeable that his skin and flesh was tearing away, and he didn't notice it at all. So it's like, okay, this is an animated Saru, not a Saru monster controlling a body.
Right.
Okay. Well, we've kind of fought a whole spectrum of different types of enemies, Saru and not. It's like, who knows what we could come across. Then there's some magical guy floating over everything, and we never figured out what his deal was.
It's a magic guy, huh?
Yeah. Some floating magic guy. Wouldn't answer our questions and just made things try to kill us.
Huh.
He seemed kind
That's
of
strange.
snobby.
We've seen a lot of strange things.
You ever seen a dragon?
Dragon. There was rumor that the king had access to dragons, but it was all hearsay. I never actually saw a dragon.
King? Wait, which king?
Oh, the king of the Xanathos Dominion.
Ooh. Do you have access to ice dragons?
Who knows? He had access to a lot, but he doesn't have access to much anymore as he died. He died shortly before this all went down. His son, Prince Court, took over. Prince
That's
Court
very
was
convenient
actually
timing.
seeing over the war against... Yeah, very convenient.
If the mist did have something to do with the royalty in the Xanathos Dominion, it would kind of make sense that an up-and-comer to the throne with no wisdom would unleash something as awful as the mist.
Yeah, I mean, Prince Court, he's very ambitious, incredibly intelligent, skilled, maybe lacking on wisdom. but definitely the kind of guy that would throw caution to the wind in the interest of technological advancement.
Does the Zenithan Dominion do a lot of trade with Grainhaven?
Yes, they did do a lot of trade with Grainhaven. Grainhaven was a major supplier of foodstuffs, mostly iron and food.
Well, it's just when we got close to Grainhaven, we saw the mist coming out of like smokestacks from like a factory there.
And it was
And
billowing out the sides.
I wonder if maybe Grainhaven was working with the Zenithan Dominion on like as a production area, or maybe Grainhaven started producing the mist like some of the people controlled by the Saru got to a factory in Grainhaven after the mist came about and started making more mist.
Who's to say? But if we can get there and you guys can shut down whatever that mist spewing factory is, maybe it has some answers there.
We couldn't get close enough because of how thick the mist was, but now that we've cleared New Iron Peak, it might still not be enough. We might have to clear... I don't know what all we'll have to clear.
Yeah. Well, we saw that the Stone Harvest Genesis tree definitely pushed back the mist quite a way.
That is true.
So, I mean, if it indeed, if the mist was coming all the way up to the Floose River, then we did clear quite a bit out.
At the very least, even if you don't take us over the mist at all, we'll be able to get much closer to Grainhaven than we could originally. It wouldn't take us long to figure out whether we could get to Grainhaven or not, to be honest.
It's maybe dropping you off at the edge of the mist.
Yeah.
The known mist line now would be a better idea, so you can approach it with caution, rather than me just hot dropping you into the middle of it.
Yeah, for Grainhaven, I definitely think probably just dropping us off at the edge.
Yeah.
But that's for after we visit home for a bit.
That's right. Next step, Idleshire, and then Backingnaw. Are we making a stop at Chloronon?
If we stop at Chloronon, you can go in. I don't speak for everyone, but not super interested in visiting again so soon.
Yeah, I'm not.
Although, should we see how our friend is doing there? If politics are stabilizing?
We can do it on the way back.
Yeah, we can do it on the way back. Too tired for this shit right now.
Also, you at least made one friend in Chloronon.
One or two.
Yeah, we made... Dippity Giolata's not so bad.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name?
Blavadavicus is the weird magician.
Was.
Oh, that's right.
We made him past tense.
Is Dippity the one that we're friends with?
She was the only one of the three original council members.
Zeffrington, yeah.
I don't know if we'd say we're friends with Dippity. She was around.
She was like the only leader that wasn't a giant pain in your guys' ass.
Yeah. Next to Dippity Giolata, I have actually runs things. And then Crank Sprocket, in parentheses, in charge.
Also now dead.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was. They were pulling a weekend at Bernie's with him, but yeah, weekend at Sprockets. um.
But yeah, Zeffrington would be the friend we made.
Yeah, Zeffrington. He was like one of the more serious ones that we convinced to like go try to be on the council and steer it in a nonsensical way.
Yeah, we put together like a package to help him win the vote. Remember, we did like a
Yeah.
movie or something.
Yeah, an
Ads.
endorsement like
Yeah.
video. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite counselor on the. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And then, well, oh man, and then we were approached by what was the abbreviation there? It was like the administration of serious something. I can't remember what it was.
I think it was the Fraternity of Seriousness.
Yes. And then every single one of them had an increasingly more silly name.
Boing Binkle.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, definitely we should visit there after we have rested and
Yeah, visited home for a bit.
and have the energy to put up with that forever, however brief it may be.
Boing Binkle, Leaky Wiggles Pricket, Rip Rat Paddywhack, and Steve.
I remember Steve.
All right. Well, how about we turn in for the night, eh?
Yeah. Speaking of the mist and not wanting to get your ship here in proximity to it, have you considered or have you attempted to develop some kind of early warning device? I don't know if there's any kind of Saru that works in proximity to danger.
It's a pretty good idea, actually. I mean, even with a couple 100 yards warning, might be a good idea. Yeah, just like drop a little thing that maybe explodes when it's encounters a mist.
Because all we had was flares and our own eyes.
Yeah,
Although
that's good idea. But I mean, it wasn't across on this side of the Floos. From what you said, once we get close enough to Idleshire, we should be good till we come back up this way.
Yeah. Was thinking about it, if there was something that reacted to the mist, that was a Saru. Seems like it'd only react to it in the mist, but these things are kind of strange and varied, so who knows?
Right.
Ooh, wait, a weathermane.
Weatherman.
Are there any Saru weathermanes?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure there. Yeah, how else the weather people know where the weather's coming from? They got us a roof for it, probably.
Yeah.
Or we could just hire a druid. Be like, hey, read the wind or something. All right. Well, I'm gonna go sleep in the bunk. You all can. I think, and there's room for one more in there. I don't know if you guys doing watches or whatever. Set up camp on the deck or on the outside. Up to you.
Bree will take first watch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think at this point we have like an established like full rest like watch cycle,
Yeah.
so that everybody has to like take a watch, but we're like fully There's plenty of time to sleep.
She'd also probably want to sleep outside, like around the campfire, so someone else can take the bunk if they want.
Whisper will sleep near the bow.
Sure.
And okay, yeah, sounds good. You guys set up your watches and you get a good night's sleep. And if you didn't already have all your hit points and spell slots and focus spell points and all that, you get that all back. The night is calm and probably the least worrying night of sleep you've had outside of a city in your entire lives.
Almost too quiet.
The night passes, and you're all packing up. And everybody, give me a perception check.
Why did the turn counter pop up?
I was looking for the dice roller, and I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
Sure.
Or-
DM, you're making us
was
nervous.
Yeah, so it's actually Risprit who notices first. You said you were sleeping on the bow?
Yes.
Yeah, so the ship's pointing kind of the way it's set down is kind of pointing to the west, and so off the starboard bow or off the starboard side, you look out and you kind of like rub your eyes, because you're like, well, the sun rises over that direction, and it hasn't quite risen yet, but the sky is like real blue, and off in the distance you see a red light. And it starts to get bigger and clearer, and it is coming your direction, and you're pretty sure you see a course correction at some point, and it's
Guys?
really coming for your direction.
Guys!
And swooping down over the ship is a gigantic phoenix that passes over the ship. Giant bird made of fire, with like a almost imperceptible rainbow trail that it leaves in its wake, almost like the heat coming off of a desert causes the wavy lines. The little hint of color in there. And as it passes you, it kind of does this thing where it does a swoop up and comes down and crashes into the ground with an explosion of fire, probably a few hundred feet away from you, near some kind of abandoned buildings that were nearby, like an old farmstead.
Well, that'll definitely get everybody's attention.
And as you see this, the black smoke clear from this fireball that just erupted, and everything starts to clear, you see somebody standing there, looking in your direction.
Have we already had an interaction with like a Phoenix-esque thing?
You were able to, beyond
It didn't notice
all
us.
odds, you were able to smuggle your entire party to, Kaduka was able to smuggle you all to a stealthy position and hide it out as she passed over.
Wasn't Phoenix a friendly, though? From, I thought that was the form that somebody took that we heard about at New Iron Peak. recently.
That was what you heard, that there was that the Rosaru wielder, Ceruvian prophets, Yumi Summerstream, was known to take the form of a phoenix and leave and return to New Iron Peak every once in a while.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Does
as
sh-
the
Does she
smoke,
resemble what we've heard of Yumi?
as you kind of strain to look out there, you see a red-furred kitsune.
So yes.
hmm.
Bree's just gonna say, kind of like with a question mark at the end, Yumi?
You see it from the distance. She nods her head very slowly.
Hi, my name's Bree. We're friends with Elowen. She told us about you. And so did all the people at New Iron Peak.
Come speak.
Bree will go forward and speak.
Does everybody go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see Sid, kind of looks at you guys like shrugs, like if should I stay with the ship or should I come with you?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
Sid,
maybe keep it running.
You know Yumi, right? That's Yumi, right?
I haven't actually ever talked to her.
But you've seen her around?
Yeah, I've seen her from a distance.
Okay. That she kind of looks like what Yumi looks like?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Great. Alright, yeah, Bree goes forward. You can either stay with maybe stay with the ship just to protect the ship.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, you know, I was a little hesitant to talk to her because, well, I'm Xenathosi and she, is a Ceruvian prophet and my people might have killed all of her people. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair. Yep, sure.
So
Got it.
yeah, I'll stay on the ship.
Okay, Bree goes forward.
All right, you all walk over to see a kitsune woman, and as you get closer, you start to see what she looks like, which I'll show you. I mess it up. She looks like that. And you've been told that Kitsune's magical power tends to be evident by how many tails they have, and that you've seen one and two-tailed Kitsune, and then you even saw four-tailed Kitsune when you encountered the monstrous form of Ash. As you get your count in approaching Yumi, you see that she has 6 tails.
Elowen told us that she had 3 tails as an apprentice, so we can guess that she's grown about at least twice as powerful as she was 20 years ago.
Yeah, and just kind of the way things work, you imagine that twice the number of tails is probably a more of an exponential growth, if anything.
Got it.
So we're standing in front of a pretty powerful being.
Yeah.
She was just a giant phoenix that it crashed into the ground and exploded in a giant fireball.
Very cool, by the way.
As you approach, you notice she has kind of a stern expression on her face. But she doesn't strike you as... You look at her and you see, like, what you would expect to be kind of a soft person. But she's got a pretty stern expression on as you approach. And she says, Who are you?
My name's Bree. My brother over there, Kaduka. And then we've got Risprit, Trunks, Thresh, and Loot.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I see, you seem to be the Yusuki with the Rasaru that I've heard about.
That we are. I imagine you've stopped at New Iron Peak and heard that the tree has been awakened.
Yes, apparently I just missed you. It's a pretty neat trick, or should I say, a pretty impressive feat to awaken Genesis Tree. 2, if I'm not mistaken, at this point.
We hope to awaken many more.
We ain't done.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, we ain't done.
Well, now you've woken 2 Genesis trees. They could have overlooked one on the far end of a continent on the other side of the known world, but awakening the tree in the Stone Harvest Mountains, they will be looking for you now.
They?
The Xanathos Dominion.
Man, they've
We
been
heard
coming
that
up a
they-
lot today.
May have been responsible for rumors. Do you think they'll be looking for us because they don't want them awakened, or because they do want their tree awakened?
I've had many encounters with the Xanathos Dominion in the last 20 years. They seem to be, well, from what I can gather, they have a narrow objective of obtaining as many Rasaru as they can. And in the past 20 years, of all the times that I've encountered them, I've lost more than I've won. Who's the person on your ship there?
His name is Sid. He's been living in New Iron Peak. He is from the Xanathos Dominion, but he left before the mist.
By the way, that's Sid.
Yeah.
They.
Oh, Sid. Right. The Xanathosi. You would travel with them. It's probably not the smartest idea.
She doesn't agree
Why?
with any of their ideas.
I hope that's true. Sorry if I can't look past my experiences with the Xanathos Dominion. Can't help but, well, let's just say I wouldn't risk the idea she wasn't some kind of spy.
Wait. So is the like flying magical man was he from the Xanathos Dominion?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Flying magical man. You mean Zeto?
Yes, I believe that was his name.
Such a name would match such a punchable face, yeah.
Yeah, I have it. Lex under control of Zeeto. Okay, so Zeto. Zeto.
Ah.
Something.
Yes, he's been a thorn in my side.
Yeah, he's shown himself to us once, twice. I think it's once so far. We've had to
Once.
fight his minions, but one time he showed up and seemingly tried to, I guess, test us.
Yeah, Zito is strange. He does work for Prince Court, but he seems to have his own agenda most of the time.
He's also bad at answering questions.
Yeah, it took a few encounters before I got any useful information out of him.
Oh, so we just have to fight him a few more times.
I suppose, or whatever monstrosity he's cooked up. Well, it's a good sign that you survived at least one encounter with him. I don't know how easy he took it on you.
I don't
Well,
think
that
he
remains
took
to be
it very
seen.
easy. It was a difficult fight, but we survived it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only getting more powerful. As we awaken each tree, our Saru have gotten more powerful.
Yet they are still, at best, adolescents. I am fortunate enough to have been passed down one of the original Raw Saru that came to this plane.
Oh. Are we able to see the Rosaru on her?
She, as you look, she's got this like cloak, but you see there is like a Rosaru material, like it kind of like runs along her collarbone and kind of along her shoulders and around. It seems to be attached right there, kind of goes around her neck, and the cloak and tabard seem to kind of be attached to it and kind of be coming from it.
Oh.
She says, so she looks at Bree and she says, I take it you're the muscle.
I am, yes.
And Sniper, she looks at Kaduka. Archer looks at Thresh, although you have some talent in necromancy, or is that just a function of your Rosaru?
No. Not just this row.
And she looks at Loot. What kind of what does Loot appear to be wearing right now, as she can look like anything?
Luke's just wearing a dress, like a black dress.
And she looks to Loot and she says, and you? Some kind of spellcaster?
Something like that.
And then she looks at Thresh and she says, now you, or I'm sorry, she looks at Risperet and says, and you, I'm not seeing any martial abilities. Also some kind of spellcaster?
I call the elements and they aid me.
I see. Specific elements?
Yeah, like Rispert will like do channel elements, so it'd be like like drops of water, like kind of floating in the air, and like little motes of fire.
I see. She kind of sighs and she looks down and she kind of turns around and she walks for a little bit. And as she does, her footsteps start to leave kind of a steaming, smoldering, burning, as she starts to alight a little bit in flame. And her cloak and her tabard completely go up in fire. And she turns around to look at you with almost a sad look on her face. And her eyes are like glowing red now, with like flames that kind of lick up her eyebrows. And she says, I don't know what the Xanathos Dominion uses the Rasaru for, but if they encounter you and they defeat you, you'll be handing them 6 brand new Rasaru all in one nice little package. It'll be catastrophically bad. So this is where I suggest you relinquish your Rasaru to me for destruction. Give me your Rasaru and you can go in peace.
If that's not happening.
I raise my shield.
She
And
nods.
Cast or overdrive on myself.
Okay.
Imagine Bree definitely has a hair trigger on that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
It's as their armor starts like whirring up. She says, so be it. If you survive our battle, you may have a chance against the Xanathos Dominion. And I'll know that I did all I could to try to keep your Rasaru from falling into their hands. Everybody, roll for initiative.
Question.
I think I confuse her with what I ain't.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot you, man. My bad. I thought I got everybody.
I was honestly I was waiting for Trunch to be like, and I'm the brain. Just like everybody's staring and quit silent.
And you're
Well, I was gonna say
some
something, but then it turned into
guy.
a serious moment, so I was like, "Oh, now's not the time to say anything."
That would have been hilarious. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I was like, yeah, I like counted them out, and I was like, I think I got everybody. Damn, my bad.
Just think, would it be really funny? And if yes, then go with it. Like,
This wouldn't be a stealth initiative, could it? Probably, since we're all.
A what?
This probably couldn't be a stealth initiative.
This is what I'll say. You can put yourselves anywhere you want in the yellow circle for the start of combat. As this kicks off, Bree already overcharged and raised her shield. That's fine. Anybody else that wants to do a thing and dive into the bushes, and stealth is like totally something you can do. The bushes will give you concealment. So not quite cover, but you can hide there, and of course there's a mischance if she tries to hit you from there. But yeah. Oh, and so as things really kick off, her cloak seems to split down the back and fling out to the sides, becoming 2 large phoenix wings that are coming off of her back. She's wreathed in flames, and as she does that thing with her wings, 7 fiery birds burst out from underneath her cloak and start circling her.
oh boy. Would Respite be still channeling from like the display?
Yes, yeah, you can keep your channeling up. Thresh, you you have your wolf with you, right?
Yeah, I do.
There we go. Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't level up Saeed. There we go. Saeed's level 10 now. Just in case, you know? He's got 50 hit points now. What a tough rat.
He's stronger than most of the people on the island.
We walked a good distance
Yeah.
from Sid, right? So like, the ship
Yeah,
is pretty
Sid
far
is
away.
pretty far back there, a couple hundred
Yeah.
feet. All right. I'm not going to roll initiative for all those birds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one after each of you. Or after each other person's turn. I have something like 50 tabs open just for this one character, so it's
Oh
gonna
my.
get fun.
Got one of those like stock trader setups, just like infinitesimal windows covering every square inch. Vertical monitors.
Man, I wish I had a hero point for her. I guess it wasn't that bad. Ooh, Thresh, nice. And loot. Oh wait, Thresh, what did you roll? 40 or 38?
40 the first time.
Uh,
I re-rolled because everything cleared out.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should have waited until I had you guys on the right map before I told you to roll. Oops. I see a 34 for Bree.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. If you're not
Nice.
in the
I'll
if you're
roll
not in
again.
the turn order, I will put you in the right spot. You can roll again. Trunks.
I think it was 29 initially.
Yeah. Okay. Is everybody see themselves on the turn order now?
Yes.
Sweet.
I don't
Am I gone?
see Thresh.
I'm not in there.
Oh, you're not in there?
Nope.
All right, sorry. Let me. Oh, I deleted the wrong one. My bad. Roll it one more time.
Sure.
My
Oh, yeah,
bad.
because you see more layers.
'Cause I deleted the one that didn't say 40, but that was before I didn't realize you guys couldn't see both of them. Because I can see both. All right. So we should be good now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Well, Thresh, you jump into action.
Oh, might want to adjust that 27 to a 40.
Yeah, he's in the right spot.
Matters.
I'm gonna start this off by casting Carrion Mire
Ooh. All right.
directly over her.
Excellent. So those birds are off the floor.
Yeah, I
Okay.
assumed as much.
Great.
Just for her.
Just for her. I mean, that's a pretty good idea. And it's a 15-foot burst.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's it. Something like that. as a bunch of tarred undead hands start reaching up at her ankles. She's going to make a reflex save. Ooh. All right. That is a okay. So don't be too scared by this because she rolled really well, but she got a 38, which is a critical success. And so that's 3 actions. Your wolf has an action if you want to take it. So probably a move if you wanted to move.
I'll just stay right here for now.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be it for my turn.
Bree, Trunks, and Risprit, please give me a reflex saving throw as one of the firebirds flies, very much like Risprit's flying flame, through your spaces. Its fiery wings batting at you.
Hey, she's copying me.
No copies me.
You know copies me. Stop copies.
You stop copies me. Great.
With how
let's
that works, I'm guessing I can't, like, deflecting wave wouldn't have. Yeah, it's a different type of damage, right?
Well, it's fire.
Mm-hmm.
This is fire damage, so I would
wait.
allow you to deflecting wave it if you wanted to.
I think I actually might have a. Yeah, hey.
And just so you know, Bree succeeded, Trunk succeeded, Risprit failed.
Mhm.
So if there are no hero points being rolled, then wowee.
It actually. So it's up. It's double my level if it's acid or fire damage. So it's
Hey,
like
oh,
way
nice.
more effective against fire.
Well, Risprit, you only take 6 damage.
Yeah.
Bree and Trunks, you take 13.
13.
And then it's Lute's turn.
Can I delay my turn until?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
You just tell me when you want to jump in.
I want to jump in after.
After who?
After Trunks.
Okay.
Because the bird flew through and then left my area.
Yes. You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like. Trunks,
Home
you
run
too,
swing.
actually, if you wanted to.
I'm gonna hold my reaction.
Okay. Unfortunately, a 24 is going to miss.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is going to hit.
And I rolled the same damage.
17 damage and
4, I got a success on my overdrive.
excellent. Yeah, you are able to smack this thing. It has mass to it, and you do damage. You give it a good thwack.
Yeah, I was definitely going to use my reaction because my turn's next and then I get it back.
Good idea. I was thinking to try to like clue you in that you could make a reaction, and then I forgot. So I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah.
All right, so Bree has overdrive 4. Does anybody else have any effects on them that I should know about?
I just have both my auras going right now.
Okay. All right. Cool. And now it's Bree's turn. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I skipped one. I did the thing that I usually do to Bree to this bird.
That poor bird.
Now if Bree and Trunks, Bree and Trunks, please give me another reflex save. Holy crap! You guys, all right. I just rolled. I'm rolling so many max dice on these birds so far. So I'm using up all my good luck early in the fight, just so you know.
Nice, nice.
That is a crit success, no damage to Trunks, and a success for Bree. So Bree, you take 11 fire damage. And now it's Bree's turn.
All right, I'm going to stride forward.
Okay. She is going to take a reaction right now. At the end of your stride, she is going to essentially, her wings fly up as you stride forward, and she slams them down to try to fly away from you, which does provoke an attack of opportunity.
It's not the end of my turn yet, though, so I don't think I have...
You get all your actions back at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, well then I will try to...
That is going to miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm not going to use another one, because I just used a hero point. I only have one right now.
She is 10 feet up in the air. Oh, actually, I think she's 15 feet.
Are the birds reachable?
Yes, they are at ground level. And will most likely not be anything other than ground level.
Don't I have the thing where my weapon comes back to me now, or is that something else?
Oh, your throwing rune, is that on your shield or your weapon?
I think it might be.
It's on your shield. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my shield at her.
Okay. And what are you trying to do are you trying to do shield bash, or are you trying to do something else?
Shield bash.
Got it. And that's a range increment 10, I believe, right?
Let me hit it. It doesn't say. I don't know. Where does that say that?
I don't know if I actually put that one on your shield, but we'll have to add that. I'm pretty sure we gave you that, right? We both remember it.
Oh, yeah, 10 feet. It's on my notes up here.
Oh, okay.
Shield
Yeah.
augmentation thrown 10 feet and trip.
Okay, you could probably add that info to your actual attack. That's probably where that should be. Okay, so whatever that is, -2, because she's more than one range increment away. Which is a 37, which is a hit. And you deal 9 damage. Although, yeah. I think your overdrive counts for that too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think overdrive account. Well, let me
Click
see.
on-
Isn't it just strikes? So that one.
That is a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, your strikes deal additional damage. Okay, so you did 13 damage.
Sweet.
Or does she get any? Oh, she's outside your aura.
Yeah.
I am also going to cast. I still have one action, right?
Yep.
Electrify armor on myself. Unstable.
Okay, is that a one action?
Yeah. It's one action.
Cool. Yeah, for 1 round, any creature that touches you or hits you with the melee unarmed attack
for 1 minute because I'm going to roll unstable.
Go for it. Which is just a D20. Oh no, that's a crit
Oh.
That's a
fail.
crit fail. That's a
I
crit
think. Hit the unstable thing so we can actually read it to make sure.
Is this something that I could use a hero point on?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, my hero... I do have improved unstable, so it is lower, but I am also going to hero point that.
Okay, great.
So that should be good, right? Because 15 is the normal. Or...
Is it? There we go. DC 13. Okay, so 13 is what it is with improved.
Okay,
If you're
so I
legendary-
rolled 14.
We gave her a little bit of a buff to it because everyone pretty much agrees that it's kind of unstable.
Kinda
It's
rough.
It's kind of
That's fair.
rough. So we just for every unstable action she has, I'm like knocking 1 off of the DC for the check.
Sounds good.
Alright, so...
Yeah, great. So for
So I have unstable. I have a minute, so pretty much the entire fight. Every time anything hits me, they will get electrified. For a d12 of damage.
It has been noted. Excellent.
She
All right.
cast a bug zapper.
She
Now, my
totally did.
shield, is that because I can throw and get it back because I've got the rune, do I have it back already? Or does it come back? How long does it take to come back?
Immediately.
Okay.
Yep. Bree, you can make an attack of opportunity against the bird if you want. Oh wait, you used it
I already
against
used
her.
my
All right.
reaction.
But roll me 1d12 of electric damage. And then Bree and Risprit, please roll me a reflex save.
What'd you use your reaction for on the after your turn went through?
Attack of opportunity.
Tried to hit her.
Ooh, that's
There
a
we
crit
go.
for
Ooh.
Risprit. We got a success for Bree, so Bree, you take 10 fire damage. And that bird takes 7 damage.
Rispert is in their element.
Surrounded by fire.
Wait, so does Rispert take any damage from that?
Nope.
Okay.
It is a basic reflex save. Kaduka, it is your turn. You rolled a 31 on your hide. Your stealth.
Yes, I did.
All right. The
I'll
floor is yours.
set up the tripod in the bush. Just kind of like peeking through it. Or you said she's 15 feet in the air though, so I don't have to do it. I'll just be like on the top. Like use the bush as the tripod.
Okay.
And then I will take a vital shot.
Excellent.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. Oh, baby. That is a hit.
And then Bree just hit. So
Bree just hit,
yeah.
right? Or did she miss? No, she missed.
I hit
I
with
thought the
my
shield bash. hit.
shield bash.
With the shield bash. Oh, shit. That makes that a crit.
Yay!
Fudge. 60 piercing damage. Some of that is what, cold?
Yeah.
It's is it 1d8 cold? Or 1d6 cold?
But I put it in there. $3d8. I think it's 1d6 cold.
Okay.
I don't know if that's already rolled in. Is that in there?
It is.
Okay. So, but then I have to roll 2d6 because it's the first attack. This encounter.
I have all these windows open, and then I just realized I missed one. Okay, so she is going to make some...
Saves.
Well, she's going... Oh, yeah, saves, for sure. She is going to resist some of that fire, or some of that cold damage.
Okay.
Cold resistance 5. So, you want to just, like... How do we figure out how much cold... Was it... you want to just roll a d6 to see how much of the cold damage it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three. I'm only
Great.
rolling threes.
Oh my god. 3 threes.
All right. So she blocked 3 cold damage, but she took an extra 6 precision. Let's see. And she's going to make 2 fortitude saves.
Yep.
All right. The first one is a 25. Is that a... Is it against...
She made... I think it's my DC, right? My class DC?
Yeah. So,
29.
right.
29.
So, yeah. So she is stunned 1.
Yep. And then the other one doesn't apply if she...
Right.
Okay. And then, I believe that 6 damage is now persistent bleed damage because of the vital shot.
Oh, great. 2d6 persistent bleed. There we go. We're just racking up statuses on her.
Hey, she started it.
I don't...
That is true.
That is a vital shot crit, which is like probably the best I can ever do. So that felt pretty.
Yeah,
nice.
it's a hell of a hit. Cool. Well, it's gonna be a bird.
She knew I was a sniper. I don't know why she took her eyes on me. So.
Bree, please give me another reflex saving throw. You totally... Oh, man. What I had planned for my first turn, I can't do because of the stun. That is good stuff.
No.
Good stuff. All right. That's fine.
I need to teach you kids a lesson. Ah, ah.
Ow. Ow, oh. That's worse than I thought it was going to be.
Oh god, you guys do a lot of damage. Is that a swamp of dead hands?
Okay. Okay. This is what she's gonna do. She is going to cast Wall of Fire. And she's gonna make a 40-foot wall of fire. No, she's not. That's a 3-action spell as well.
Oh.
Why did I write 2? Oh, I didn't. I just can't see, apparently. All right. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Too many pages of information.
You see her For one, she loses one of her actions. This direction. 20 foot that way, and she's going to be now 25 feet up in the air. And then she's going to... right before she does that, she's going to cast... I think it's Rejuvenating Flames.
Ah, spa day.
Which, Bree, please give me a reflex save again.
Did I take any? You never actually said if I took damage from the last one.
Oh, yes. Thank you for letting me know. You take 7 damage from the last thing. And then you take... I really should have this memorized by now. Okay. Yeah, you take 12 damage from this. She swipes her wing, and it makes a wave of fire, and at the same time, you see some of her wounds start to heal themselves.
So did she hit me?
With us, yeah, I mean, she did damage.
But, like, my electric armor.
Not physically, no.
Okay, what about that first one? Did the bird hit me?
Yes, and you did 7 damage to it.
No, but then I got hit again. That was the one before that.
Oh, that's right. Roll another d12. Two damage. Got him. Sorry.
No problem.
Alright, she's no longer stunned. Kaduka, please give me 2d6 bleed damage. Five damage to her. And she rolled an 18 on a recovery check, so the fire sears her bleeding wound closed. Rishbrit, please give me one more reflex saving throw.
Okay.
You've critted a couple of them now. I think that's another crit. Yep. You take 0 damage.
Yeah. Risprit's like, wait, I've seen this move before.
You're like, oh, I'm getting the hang of it. It is now Trunks' turn.
Yeah, I'm going to. I want to target the one that's like right here.
Okay,
I'm just going to swing at that one.
gotcha.
Oh.
Ooh.
As you can imagine, that's going to miss.
Yeah, I think, since we have it, I'll hero point that.
Okay. That is going to hit.
Okay.
Do you have anything else added into that?
I already put the 2 in there, so that should be everything.
Okay. So 18 damage?
Yeah. And then
All right.
I was going to stride to be... Because I'm pretty sure I have to be within 30 feet. Oh, but she's 25 feet in the air, huh?
That's true.
Can I just do a, not exploit vulnerability, but just a regular recall knowledge check?
Sure. Against who?
Her.
Yeah, give me a society
Can I use my esoteric
or
lore?
esoteric. Darn, yeah, you can do that.
33. It's right in the middle. How is that?
Got it. 33. She is a unique creature. So that's going to be, let's see, 12 is, it's 4 threes, or no. Yeah, 4 threes. So it's 16 plus 14 is 30, 40. All right, so the DC is 40. So that's
Okay.
so it's a fail, so you still get one piece of information.
I think. Can I re-roll it then?
Yeah.
Just because it's a 50-50 essentially, so.
Sure.
36.
Okay. Same thing.
One piece. I want to know her lowest defense.
Lowest defense is fortitude. She's a soft, but very damaged kitsune. Anything
And
else?
then I was gonna stride.
Remember that carrion mire is there, and it does not differentiate friend from foe.
I'll just move it ever so slightly. That way Whisper can still be in my thing, so I'm good right here.
Okay. It is now Lute's turn.
Cool. And she's 25 feet in the air?
That's true. So diagonal distance, you'll just add 10 feet to get like the total distance between you and her.
Oh, I would have to be 20 feet away to cast a 30-foot range spell.
That's correct. Yeah. So right now you are 65 feet away. Oh, I'm sorry, 75 feet away.
Okay. I will cast Electric Arc on the bird.
Heck yeah. Any ones in particular?
This one, and then it will jump over to that one.
Excellent. 2 reflex saves coming up. We got a 31 and a 33. So both successes, which puts them at 8 damage each. All right. One action left. Anything else you want to do, Loot?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, I'll walk.
Okay. And just so you know, I don't know if I ever told you guys this or I specified when you do a 1-action version of a cantrip, it gets the flourish tag, which means you can only do it once per round. But that's another option. You could just throw another 1-action electric arc if you wanted to.
That's okay. I'll move closer to 3.
Gotcha.
And further from these birds.
All right. It is a bird's turn at this point. Bree, Trunks, and Loot. A bird flies through your spaces in case you have any attacks of opportunity you want to make. And I need Bree, Trunks, and Loot to all make reflex saves.
I will take them this time.
See, there's the bad rolls that I'm used to getting. I'm rolling bad on damage now. All All right, so that's a fail for Bree, a success for Loot, and a success for Trunks. So Bree, that's 13 damage, and 6 for Loot, and 6 for Trunks fire damage. And now it's Rispert's turn.
The bird got
Does
zapped.
the bird take my 6 damage that I rolled for my d12?
Yes, it does.
+2.
Zappy, zap, zappy.
Because is it roll damage or is it just flat damage, actually?
It is rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did move closer for that.
Excellent. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's the wrong one. This one. It's damage
Now you're doing
rolls.
1d12 plus 2 electric damage.
Chipping away.
Oh wait, +4.
I think.
Overdrive. Oh no, overdrive
That
probably
strikes.
wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
darn.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, Risprit, sorry. Back to you.
I would Steam Burst. However, when he channeled, he wasn't it was more of a show. He wasn't planning on combat, so he didn't immediately Steam Knight like I normally would.
Oh,
But yeah, so I don't get that free action at least right now. So what I'm gonna do is Risprit's gonna charge up Chin Infusion.
firing my laser. Oh, hell yeah. I was actually thinking of a different fight that I've made for you guys. I forgot about this one. This is a pretty good fight for that.
And now am I reading it right that when it says the multi-attack penalty applies normally, like if I am firing a second blast that has a second attack penalty, that second attack penalty applies each time?
Yep.
To the consecutive things? Because like I didn't think it would like keep going up because it only goes up to 3 and I can bounce this up to 5 times.
Right. So you'll make your first one normally, then the second one at a map 1, and then the second or the third, fourth, and fifth at map 2.
Okay.
It's like you're getting to make multiple blasts. It's just you don't stop until you've missed, or you hit 5.
Okay.
And like I said before, if you make it a 2-action blast, they're all 2-action blasts.
Yeah.
And the first one you can make it melee, but all the rest have to be at range.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Which of these birds was smacked or like this one took some
The one
damage going through, right?
Below you has been hit the most.
Okay.
All the
Yeah, I'm
rest
gonna go
are
for that
pretty
one first.
close. Okay.
That one felt personal. Okay. Melee strike. 2-action water blast. No, actually, it's going to be a 1-action
Oh, okay.
because I want to
Because
Steam
you
Knight
had the
after
Steam
this.
Knight. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna Steam Knight at the end of my turn.
Excellent.
Because I don't get any bonuses from Steam Knight when I first use it.
Yeah, you gotta have it going. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do one action. This
Circle.
will definitely be a water blast. So melee. Kapoo. Oh, I'm gonna hero point that.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Jesus. Oh wow.
No.
The duality. So the damage stays consistent, but I have to re-roll whether it hits or not each time.
That is true. Yeah. So the first hit
Is going to that guy.
is 80 damage total.
Holy shit.
Get damn. All right. So what's the next attack at map 1? Who you hitting next?
Okay, so then I roll just a regular one. I don't do a number 2.
Yeah, do a number 2.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, that's how they're labeled on the sheet. Yeah, do a number
Okay.
2 right on that bird.
The one immediately behind it.
Sounds good.
Oh god.
Aw, darn.
And I'm not able to hero point that one though,
You
right?
could if you have the hero point for it. I'll allow it.
I already used a hero point though this
Yeah.
action. I feel like it'd get a little crazy if I was.
I mean, it is a separate attack.
Sure.
up to
God,
you.
I fucking. Why am I rolling so many like ones?
I know. Watch it be another 20.
I. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So that's gonna miss.
All right.
Hey, 80 damage though on a 1-action elemental blast is pretty damn good though.
Is that just because it was a crit, or also because it's like water against fire?
Because it's water against fire on
Okay.
top of it being a crit.
Jeez. Okay, and then Steam Knight. And whenever I was channeling, pretty much anytime I channel, I'm just adhering to the channel element, or not channel elements.
Safe
Where
elements.
safe elements. Yeah, because when I channel, I can declare up to literally the amount of our party as
Yeah.
safe from my aura's effects. And whenever I read Steam Knight closer, the steam emission is not. It's not an infusion. It's the aura
Right.
that is triggering. So literally just that makes people safe from it. At least if I read that right.
I do declare.
Bird.
The bird flies through Bree, Trunks, Risprit, Thresh, and Skeletal Wolf. Can I get a reflex saves from Bree, Trunks, Risprit, Thresh, and Skeletal Wolf?
Well, that's not great.
Bree, you take. Well, let's see. Let's start at the top so I don't get lost. Trunks, that's a success. That's actually a crit success. So 0 for Trunks. Bree, you take 10. That's a success. Risprit, that's a fail. You take 21.
Ooh.
I guess you just went though. You have your reflex, or you have your reaction back. By the way.
I'm gonna hold on to it because I have no idea
Okay.
what she's about to do.
Gotcha. Yep. So you take 21. Skeletal Wolf takes 10, and Thresh takes. Do you get a crit success on successful reflex saves? Yep. Because you're a rogue, Thresh, you actually take 0.
Typical rogue.
Nice.
But yeah. All right. Everybody got their damage.
Yep.
Great.
Yes.
And speaking of Thresh, it is Thresh's turn.
All right.
Lot of
So with
bird around
that, I know. With that sneak thing, I can sneak where I am and then move, right?
You could
Or stealth.
you could hide from her because you've got Risprit between you and her.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do. That's because you're small. And,
Right.
Yeah. So that's up to you.
I'm gonna see what happens if I void warp one of these birds.
Okay. The one
Do that.
directly to the left of you is the most hurt. All the rest of them are about the same.
Oh,
Okay,
I
I'll
didn't
do
do a D12 for the one that just
Oh,
hit me.
great.
4 damage plus if I'm still within range, the 2.
Yep. So total of 6. All right, Void Warp. Are you hitting the most damage one?
Yeah.
Oh, it rolled low. It rolled a 16, which is a crit fail. You do 30 damage, and it the flames actually turn black and just extinguish, just like in a pathetic, like just almost kind of just disappears out of existence. But that is 2 actions. You still have 1 for yourself or 2 for your wolf.
I'm gonna fire a crossbow. We'll do it this one.
Okay.
Or short bow.
Your wolf also gets an action. So I don't know if you want to move so you get your frightened thing on it.
Yeah, but if I move, I provoke a tax of opportunity, right?
If they have reactive strike, but we don't know that yet.
Okay.
So that's a risk.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll move. Oh my god. I need to turn graphics acceleration on again.
3 reactive
I'll
strikes.
move
No, I'm just kidding.
there.
They don't have reactive strike.
Oh my god. There's a double wolf. Double wolves on the field.
Oh no, I only see one.
Well,
All right, you do 13 damage, and it is frightened 1.
sweet. Can I even interact though? Yeah. Can I move it?
If
Can
you
move it.
F5, it'll probably disappear, but that's up to you. Or if you can grab it, just delete it.
Do it.
I just see the one.
Yeah, there's 2 of them for me. I'm just refreshing. Oh, it disappeared, yeah.
Risprit and Kaduka, please give me a reflex saving throw. Paging Risprit and Kaduka. Risprit and Kaduka, IL saving throw. Kaduka, that is a crit success as you duck behind the bushes as this thing chars some leaves. Risprit, that is a fail. You'll be taking 19 fire damage.
Oof. Okay.
Okay. And it is Bree's turn.
Oh, fuck. She is ranged, and I am not good at ranged. I think
Sure.
that I'm going to try a cantrip. I'm going to try Phase Bolt, maybe?
What the heck?
Uh-oh,
It's getting hot.
Oh.
Phase Bolt, all right.
I'm checking the range. 30 feet.
You
So if I get, like, right under her, or she...
You got to get at least 10 feet closer. But I also need you to make a reflex saving throw, please. First.
For the heat?
No, for the carrion mire.
You're stuck in a mire.
That's fair.
You are prone.
Okay.
But you do still have all 3 of your actions, so you can stand as one.
I will stand.
Okay.
And then I will use magnetic acceleration, which is 120 feet.
Excellent.
And then I guess I'm just gonna hit. So
Excellent.
I'm sure there's small metal objects around here. There's like a fence. I'm sure there's nails in it or something.
You could, if you wanted to, you could just launch your... I'll let you launch your shield as if, like, just as a super... You know,
All right.
super chuck of the shield, which of course comes back to you.
Would that count as a strike then, and include my 4 damage?
It won't. It'll just be
Okay.
for flavor. It's just for the shield.
I fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Just I had to ask. I mean,
no, I get it. Yeah. This is a Saru power. You know, it's kind of different
yeah.
than you.
Okay.
Okay. So I need you to actually roll. Just roll a d20.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. Excellent. All right. What's your class DC? 28. All right, that's a 33 to hit. That is a hit.
All right. So that makes 3d6 bludgeoning and 3d6 piercing.
That's correct. 6d6 damage.
So there is my 3D bludgeoning.
Okay.
And there's my piercing.
So 30 damage total, including Trunks' stuff.
Yes.
Ow. Alright. Great.
Yeah, magnetic is a 2 action and standing up was 1, so I'm good. But I do have my reactions back.
Risprit and Kaduka. Reflex saves, please.
Boy.
Ooh.
Alright. That is a success and a crit success. Kaduka. You don't. Do you get crit successes on successes?
Not that I know of.
It would be under the cog for your reflex. Nope. Okay.
Back there.
So Kaduka, you take 11 damage, fire damage, and it's Kaduka's turn.
Okay, I'm going to covered reload.
All right. Oh,
Nice.
it's pretty stealthy.
Yeah. And then take a shot
All right.
at her. I'm gonna hero point that again.
Okay. That is a 41. No. No.
Did I crit
Oh.
again?
No.
Oh my
That's what you-
god, there's
That's what you rolled last time.
Except the damage is better.
No. God damn.
It's not our fault she came to the wrong neighborhood.
She's not respecting
You-
me. That's all I'm saying.
You blast her again, and it is apparent that these shots, like you see her eyes go wide, and she gasps and coughs, and blood comes out of her mouth. You like hit her in the lung or something.
Oh. And then she has to make another saving throw.
She does. God damn it. No! No! You fucked my neck. You fucked my turn. Jesus. I'm like, oh, this turn, it's on. It's just
Did she
Kaduka
get
and
hero
one bird.
points?
No. Fuck. What is going on?
We just leveled up, that's what's going on.
I've done all the math. She stunned one.
And then
All right.
What's going on is we're proving our worth.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what I have to throw at you guys. This is crazy. All right.
Well, you threw a train at us and we
Dude, this
haven't
is
left
like-
pretty okay.
These are abnormally good rolls for me, so please do not throw anything.
So I shouldn't be jacking up the difficulty? Yeah, no, all right. Kaduka and Risprit, please, reflex saves again. You know, the guy who throws water and the guy who shoots people in the lung can make a lot of reflex saves.
Why is that a personality trait? Yeah, I'm the guy that shoots people in the lung.
All right.
Okay,
36
yeah.
crit success. 25 is a success. So Risprit, that's 16 damage.
Okay.
Kaduka, that is none damage.
Hmm.
You said 16 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
She is going to. She's gonna cast a heal on herself.
It's
Who
so hard
action?
to not.
Wait, yeah, stunned is lit. They lose an action.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is-
She loses an action. She's gonna spend her her other 2 actions casting a heal.
And then slowed is what? Is it a lowered?
She loses an action.
Okay.
That's what slowed does. Or slowed and stunned both do the same thing basically. But stunned is a little bit worse if you, because it also keeps them from taking reactions.
Gotcha.
But anyway, so I got to do math. 48. All right. Good thing I was going to have to pull that out so fast. But then she is actually going to use her wings and duck back over here. And she is only she's only 10 feet off the ground, but she is
Out of my sight line.
out of your sight line.
Okay.
When you started saying she is going to, it was so hard not to just blurt out cry.
She is going to cry. Yeah. She as you see like this, she puts up a hand and clenches a fist, and fire actually shoots out of the 2 bullet holes that you put in her, and they start to close up, and she spits out what looks like to be a bullet. She spits a bullet out.
DM.
Yeah.
So, question. When do those that have Raw Saru, whenever they see somebody else that has a Raw Saru, do they have just like some kind of instinctual understanding of the nature of the Raw Saru or anything like that? Like, I get the impression that the one she has almost feels like a counterpart to Leviathan, but that's just more like a hunch. But is that something that like my character would notice?
Yeah, I think you would know. Like, you know the nature of elements, right? You know, you have a water-based Rasaru, and she has a fire-based Rasaru. You know that you've got the upper hand in that that back and forth for
Okay.
sure. Kaduka and Thresh and Skeletal Wolf, please give me reflex saves. That's 0 for
Ooh.
Thresh. That is 9 for Skeletal Wolf, and 9 for Kaduka. She is pretty powerful. The Phoenix familiars are just a lot of them. Not necessarily very high DC stuff.
You're
Trunks.
right, they are a lot.
Alright, I'm gonna stride. I'm gonna say, you can stop this whenever. And then I'm gonna do agonizing despair.
He has such a way with words.
Because she's still 25 feet in the air, right?
She's 10 feet up in the air. She
10
had to
feet.
drop down to get. If she was any higher, Kaduka could see her over the top of the.
Would I have been able to? No, because a 30-foot spell wouldn't have reached her because she's on the air, right? If I was over here.
Right there, you would be 5 feet short.
Because I moved from here. I would have only been able to make it there. Yeah. Okay. That
Gotcha.
doesn't change.
Okay, agonizing despair. Yes. She. Was that a will save?
Will save.
Okay, she nat 20'd it.
Oh, great. Can I hero point that?
You
My
can't.
last hero point?
She nat 18'd it.
Well, that is what it
For
is.
a crit. It is a crit success still.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's fair.
sucks. Sorry.
Man, really trying to add the insult to the injury.
Yeah.
It's my bark is worse than my bite. What can I say?
Yeah, she scoffs and she says, I'm not done yet. Loot, it is your turn.
How high in the air is she now?
Only
10 feet.
10 feet. So you need basically an extra 5 feet to reach her. Diagonally, you know.
Anyway,
So you're 80 feet away.
my speed's 25. Does not seem like it. Okay.
Do you have reach spell?
I do.
So you could reach spell a 1-action cantrip to add 30 feet range. So you could move 25 feet and then have 60-foot range on a 1-action if you wanted to do something like that. Now there is a house there too. It's a little broken up there, so she might just have cover from you, but that might get in the way.
Yeah.
But like any of these squares you could hit her from. You could hit her from there.
Okay. So does reach spell takes an action?
Yep. So you use an action to move, and then you can reach spell as an action, and then you can 1-action cantrip, and it'll give it 30 extra feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna move twice.
Okay.
And then that's it, I think.
Okay. You don't want to move thrice?
I'm scared to get it. I'll see.
What's that? What's that arrow?
Okay, I think I'll move twice.
Okay.
And stay here.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right. We has a firebird. That one sees people moving that direction toward its master. Can't quite make it to Bree. So just for Sprit, please reflex save, if you would.
Oh, but I don't want to.
It boomeranged through you.
That's
a crit success.
So I don't have to.
That says 0 damage.
Okay. Darn. I just realized, oh, my turn's next. I think I could use my reaction now. And it's like,
Oh, no.
Okay. That's fine.
It's your turn again.
Yay. Good. Is this one, if I steam burst, it'll catch that one, right? Right on the edge.
Is it 15-foot range or 10 foot?
It's a 10.
I
got the visual indicator there.
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
That's 15 feet.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Okay. Get to that. Man, if only I had some kind of bolt of lightning to hit these guys in a straight line.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was like, do I have a thing kind of like the meta magic where I like flavor one of my attacks like a different element? But I think that's something else I've seen.
You can
Well.
always fork the path and pick up lightning later on.
No. That doesn't fit my theme. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I do have... That is... God, I put all these in alphabetical order, and I swear it made them harder to find what I was looking for suddenly.
I get it.
Okay, that's 30-foot cone. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's not great. Too much collateral damage. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna try it again. Another chain infusion. Water on the closest one. Not that. That was a 2-action. Although I guess I could take it.
That's up to you. You wanna?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And that is okay. So that's gonna be 40 damage to the closest
Okay.
one. You said.
Yes. And then
Got it.
a second roll for the next guy.
Yep. That is also a hit.
Oh,
Oh
holy
wait,
crap.
that one is a miss.
Okay.
Sorry, I got its DC and its AC mixed up.
Hmm.
You know, AC/DC and all that.
Tempted to hero point that. Nah, I'll let it lay.
Got it. Okay. That one is. Risprit and Kaduka, please roll reflex saving throws.
How many hero points have we had tonight?
You should have a total of 3.
Okay, I'll use my last one.
Alright. Probably a good idea. Alright, so that's a crit success for Risprit again, and a success for Kaduka, which comes out to 9 fire damage for Kaduka. And then it's Thresh's turn.
Fresh, you may want to be on standby for CPR, but not for us.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah.
I come over here, and as I'm charging, I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy.
Alright. I like it. That is a hit. It is 6 damage, and it is frightened 1.
Sweet. I'm going to do it again.
Do you have Dread Striker? Can I look at your feats?
Yeah, just don't take any pictures.
Oh god!
Oh shit!
I was like, you really don't want people to know what you've got, huh? All right. Oh my god,
Oh god, yeah.
that was good.
Oh.
All right, you don't have Dread Striker. All right, so that is a 32 to hit. So that's a hit. So it's another 7 damage.
Sweet.
So that's
I
you
got
have
a
one
3.
action, and your wolf has 1 action, or you have 2 actions. Oh no, you have 1 action, and your wolf has 1 action. Yeah. Either. Yeah, I'm sorry. Either you or your wolf has 1 action left.
Gotcha. Okay. I will just fire a 3rd time then. Why not?
Hey, it's another
Wow.
hit. All right. As you go running up on the wolf, you put 3 arrows, rapid succession, through the flaming phoenix.
Nice.
Rispert and Kaduka, reflex saves, please.
Oh.
That's a fail for Rispert and a success for Kaduka. So Rispert, it will be 17 damage,
Deflecting wave.
0 damage.
Yeah.
And Kaduka, that will be 8 damage. Bree, it is your turn. Please give me a reflex save, Bree. They want your feet. Bree, you go prone again.
Okay. Does the thing take damage?
That is the carrion mire.
Oh. Okay.
So you can stand right back up if you want.
Sure. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time. Or can I do magnetic acceleration again? Can I only do that once a day?
You can do it a second time, but it risks losing it forever.
All right, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's gonna be fun. I'm going to explosive leap.
Okay.
50 feet, or no, jump up to 30 feet in any direction without touching the ground. So I'm gonna leap 30 feet this way.
Okay.
And then I don't know that I have written on here how many actions this is. Let's see. Is it just 1 action?
1 action.
All right. So that leaves me 1 more action. Because I stood up, I explosive leaped. I imagine that I fell, probably, because it says it says I can go any direction. I think that I would kind of go like up a little bit, but not much. I'd mostly be going like over.
Okay.
So would I fall? Like, should I roll to see if I fall?
No, you're good.
Okay. So then I'm gonna...
But by the way, you are on that unstable roll was an 8, so your unstable actions are no longer usable unless you re-roll that.
Does that mean my electricity goes away?
Oh, I think that's already kind of in play, so I think that's fine. I think that stays.
That's fine. I cannot use any more unstable actions.
Okay.
I don't have that many more anyway.
Well, you can keep reusing them as long as you don't roll like low on the unstable check.
Oh, so this just means my explosive leap is gone until I...
It technically means you can't use any unstable actions anymore.
Okay.
It's kind of like a spell point in its own way.
That's...
Yeah.
I'm going to then shield bash. Because that would also be 1 action, correct?
Okay. Yep.
So I have thrown 10 feet. I'm 10 feet from her, but she's flying up, right?
So you're 20 feet away, so it's still only a -2.
Okay.
She has a little bit of cover, so we're going to call it a -3.
There.
Yeah.
I do not hit.
You knock. You smash a wood board off the corner of that house.
Well, at least I'm out of the carrion mire.
Yeah.
I think that's my turns.
Kaduka and Risprid, please give me another reflex save each.
Oh no.
Okay. Both successes, both 7 damage. And then it is Kaduka's turn.
Okay.
She had to take special actions because of you.
Yes, she did. And now I need to get away from these gosh darn birds. I'm going to smoke screen.
Nice. Yes. 2 action. You make a strike with your firearm.
Mm-hmm.
Who you shooting?
That gate.
Okay.
Just across from me.
Gotcha. 20-foot emanation centered on your location. So I think it's saying you actually shoot at a target and it makes a 20-foot smoke screen where you're at.
So like centered on me, not like where I'm shooting.
Yeah. So you could run over there and then shoot, and it'll make a 20-foot. I mean, 20-foot emanation's a big area.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hide from these birds while simultaneously. I thought it was like a line, I guess. I'm just trying to run to that gate.
Gotcha.
With my last action.
So while you're concealed in this, you can hide anywhere in it, by the way. Okay. So 20-foot emanation, let me draw that out. So it would make basically like that.
Use your emanation object.
Oh, I didn't. I forgore. Actually, like that. But like I said, if you were to move first and then use that, you could put the smoke screen wherever you ended up, like over here.
Okay. Well, does concealment? I guess have these things reacted for movement? I guess is my first question.
Have they reacted to movement?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've been flying at you guys. Like they're definitely following you.
No, I mean like used in a reaction ability, like.
Oh no, they haven't.
Okay.
Thresh tested that out. They did not take reactive strikes earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I guess for the game, it would make sense to hide myself after. I don't want them to know where I went. Well, I guess I can. Yeah, I guess I'll just move. That's why speed.
I think that's like kind of a steep action cost for this ability.
I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna stride multiple times, actually.
Okay.
Instead. And then that's twice. And then
I'm gonna count that bush as difficult terrain.
what bush?
So just the bush that you're running over, like plowing through as you run through it. So just take 2 squares of movement off.
Okay.
Okay, great. And with that, we'll do this last. We'll end with her turn coming up next because that seems kind of evil. Risprit, Thresh, and Skeletal Wolf, reflex save, please.
Oof.
Ooh, Thresh.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm also gonna hero point mine.
great. Go for it.
How about that?
Yeah, Thresh, you're good there. 0 for you.
31.
31 is a success. So Skeletal Wolf will be taking 13. Risprit will be taking 6.
Okay.
Okay, and with that, we will see what happens when we come back. See what Yumi Summerstream has in store. Were you gonna say something, Kaduka?
Oh no, I really just sneezed. I said bless.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for coming. I've been wanting to run this combat for a while.
Yeah. It's
To
going
be honest,
well.
I was kind of surprised it turned into combat.
I'm glad you were surprised because I was trying to make it a surprise.
I could have done so much damage if I had the forethought to like show off Steam Knight to potentially a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a crazy turn of events. Like, holy crap, she's gonna try to kill us? Like, you finally meet another Rosaru user. Is this the first Rosaru user you've met?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
So yeah.
I mean, other than Elowin, who didn't currently have her Rosaru.
Which, this used to be her Rosaru.
This is true.
So you get to see kind of maybe a little glimpse into what Elwyn might have been like in her heyday. But so far, so good. I mean, she's already had to take evasive actions, and she's already had to blow a 6th level heal. So, I mean, you're hurting her.
I just don't want to accidentally kill her, though. Like...
You guys got lots of options. You give her a little water slap, you know.
We've got a doctor, medic. Are you licensed?
Yeah, there isn't quite a licensing program in Backingnaw, but that may have to change now that the mist is gone. You know, who knows? Dr. Kitchthicka's side hustle, just doing licensing for potential medics. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And we will sign off and talk scheduling. That's what it's called.
Oh, it's true.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
That's true.
That's right.